Hello everyone, this is Gabby from Disco Spine Craft, and today I want to talk about all of the sweater patterns that I will not be casting on. I'm not allowed. These are distractions for me. I am severely coveting them. I have been diving into the project pages, swimming around in all the colors. I have severe castonitis, but I am trying to exercise a little self-discipline, and here's what's causing all of this drama for me. So I've split them up into a few categories, but this is mostly colorwork pullovers with the exception of like one cardigan. And I guess that's just the mood I'm in lately. So before I jump in, I want to show off my spiraling cables triangle from Stephen West. Look how gorgeous. It's so nice. It's one of my, it's very fall themed. Like I have like this lovely orange and green vibe. So I love this. I love how it turns into this like trellis. It's so nice. And I'm wearing a thrifted knit. This is like an Eddie Bauer pullover, but look at the texture. There's like these boxes, triangles. They have like a new row of awesome texture the whole way. I love the little checker boxes. It's so fun. So a great little staple that I didn't knit myself, but I severely appreciate. All right, so jumping into the patterns that I want to chat about. The first category are spooky themed, and there's not too many. We just passed Halloween, so I was like watching people reveal their finished objects in October and was being really influenced, and I was feeling very jealous that they had a beautiful Halloween sweater. So the first pattern that I've been watching people make over the years, honestly, is the Witching Hour sweater pullover. It's like a swan show. Also the Dead of Night, it's like same yoke pattern, and that's by Dear Ingenue. And I just love the skull pattern. I don't know if I've heard some people say it was a plague doctor pattern, but to me it looks like raven skulls, and it's just so wonderfully spooky. And I like I feel like I've seen a lot of like deep purple base and cream. I think that was like one of the main photos for Witching Hour. It's so nice. It's like, what a cool look it is very original, that like swan show. I've seen people talk about that not loving how that fits, but I think it's cool that you can kind of pick between each structure based on like what works well for you. The next one I really liked seeing this year was the Nocturnal jumper. It was so adorable. Like looking in the project pages and seeing people who have like the different moon colors, like how stinking cute. I loved it. And everybody was like posing with their cats. I'm a card carrying cat lady. That will come up later in the pattern selection. But really, like this, you could have a lot of fun with the options in this. I could see myself doing like the orange, instead of doing it as the moon color, but orange as the base color, so that I could have a nice like white full moon and a nice little cat in front of it. I would appreciate that for my own wardrobe. And I've heard people talk about the corrugated ribbing on this being a really nice finishing detail, and it was like nice to work. I think I was listening to Breathing Yarn talking about these details. It was so cool. If I haven't said, that's by Sasky & Co. And yeah, it seems to be popular this year or in recent years. And it's so, so cute. The next one that's on my list is Moonlight Ghost. The pattern author is Renard and Dormier, and it is a really beautiful fall pattern. There's this row of moons and a row of ghosts, and the color work like on the body in these photos is so crisp and clean, like really beautiful. It was really inspiring me to get my act together and make one of these for the fall next year. Like I love this little ghost. But yeah, what a beautiful pattern. I haven't seen this one talked about as much in like pattern roundup videos, but it really deserves some love. It looks like it just was published this year too, so maybe we'll see it kind of pick up some traction. But yeah, I'm stunned by the beautiful details. So that's it for the spooky category. I don't want to spend too much time in it since we're in November now, but you know, some people appreciate spooky all year round, and I'm one of those folks. So the next category that I have been enjoying are sweaters that are holiday, Christmas themed, or like holiday adjacent. So any like patterning that could easily translate to a beautiful holiday sweater. So the first one that I've seen out there in the wild is the Northern Augustans #6 by Anne-Sophie Velling. Her whole Northern Augustan series is so cute, but the #6 has this like beautiful yoke motif with candy canes and little berries, gifts. Like it has every little hint of Christmas all throughout. And on the like camel or tan brown is really, it's hitting like a color palette that I really love. And also it's just so, it's like a subtle Christmas sweater, but it's just timeless. It's beautiful. She did a great job designing this with like the color work pattern. So hats off to her. And she has a lot of wonderful ones. The other one, the #4 with the little bows all over the place, that's really gorgeous. And a lot of her other Northern Augustans, I feel like you could adapt to be holiday, like a festive look if you incorporate, like you pick certain colors for it. Like any of her sweaters, if you did like a red with a white or cream, that could be beautiful. Oh, it would absolutely be beautiful. So yeah, different Christmas colors or whatever holiday you want to infuse into that. It just has these like beautiful yoke work. So she's putting a lot of really cool patterns out there in the world. The next holiday adjacent one that I'm thinking about is not explicitly a holiday sweater, but I've seen so many people on here do the rosy sweater on here, meaning like on YouTube. So many people have talked about how much they love this rosy sweater, and it is beautiful. I saw a couple people at Rhinebeck walking around in a rosy sweater, and it could absolutely be like a normal day-to-day wear sweater, but if you wanted to like infuse some Christmas colors, I feel like that would make a lovely like holiday one. That's by Les Knit, and she also offers that in a mini size for kids and mittens. So again, I feel like it's like kind of begging to be Christmased up and maybe made into gift knits as well. Like if you did like some little red mittens, it'd be really cute. Porcelain sweater by Les Knit also I think could easily be adapted to be like, this is my Christmas sweater. And that I like that she offers that in the regular like drop sleeve, drop shoulder format, the yoked version, and the mini. Both of these seem, I feel like I've heard the porcelain sweaters a little bit labor intensive, time intensive. So it's not a small feat if you were to take this on to make it for the holiday season. But they seem really beloved online right now and very cute. I can't knock it. They're looking really cool. So I think any of those that I mentioned would be fantastic Christmas or holiday themed sweaters. My next category is animal patterns, animal sweaters. So remember I said I'm a cat lady. I love this cat knit pullover by Andrea Rangel. The color work, like the motif on here is so detailed. It's gorgeous. Like you can see the little stripes on each of these cats. And I have some tabby cats, so I'm really partial to that. And I could just see knitting this up with like a charcoal gray for the cat and like a light background color to really let the cat shine. That would be like a little tribute to my boys. Yeah, I think I was really gravitating towards that setup for it and seeing so many people in the project area like exploring that theme, making the cat like a cat common color. It's so cute. I can't get enough of it. And I was exploring Andrea Rangel stuff. She has such cool things on here too. Like she has a dude series that honors the Big Lebowski. So you can have like the dude, and I think they had like a knitter's dude, which was like I guess a woman's cut, and it is child size as well. So I love that she did that. That's my favorite movie. And then when I was tinkering around, I saw that she's the author of the Alternate and Knitivation Stitch Dictionaries, which I've always seen out in reference, and I'm really interested to like try one of those out and explore it. So very cool. like I'm learning and becoming a new fan of Andrea Rangel. The next of the animal sweaters that I found and was really interested in is called The Last Unicorn Sweater by Megan Regan. And it is like Lisa Frank dreams. This sweater, she has a mini, like child's version and a hat option as well. But this yoke is so playful. It has like a rainbow. It has these like beautiful little like unicorn shapes and little hearts. So it's like, I've seen in the project pages on Ravelry too, you can really like customize it. People were getting really creative with like the different background colors and maybe even adjusting the motif to their liking. So I'd be interested to see if she gives you kind of like instructions for that in the pattern. That'd be kind of interesting. But I am seeing the note that when you get the pattern for $9, in all of the PDFs included are hat and cowl, mini sweater, and sweater patterns. So that's a pretty awesome deal. If you have little whimsical kids in your life who would love a pattern like this, you might get some real good use out of that. So that's just really adorable. And then on that theme, the Unicorn Tapestry Sweater by Tamara Jordan, also known as Starcross Knits. Or is that the name of the book it's published in? Well, somebody will, I'm sure, let me know in the comments if I've made an error. But this is a lovely pattern. I love seeing this like classic unicorn tapestry motif. As a New Yorker, I have been to the cloisters and seen that. It's such a sweet experience, and I was lucky enough to go like on a school field trip when I was younger. So like going to the cloisters and seeing this like ancient piece of art was like just part of it, part of the school year. Like what a blessing. That's crazy. This is a really beautiful sweater. Like if you are a person who's really interested in unicorns or into that era of art, maybe a Ren Fair fan like myself, you might get a real kick out of this. So I saw that she also has, it's not just a pullover, she does have a cardigan version and even a tapestry chart. So if you didn't want to make a garment, but you wanted to make the tapestry, you could get her pattern for that. So that's a really lovely offering, like good for her. Oh, and I wanted to mention another creator who did a unicorn tapestry sweater that's like wildly detailed. Merit Noor Sater, again, pronunciation TBT if I got that anywhere near it. Their unicorn tapestry sweater is highly detailed, really amazing. It's like 3-color work, and she like lets people know like this is not for the faint of heart. I can see it's actually been like added as not that many projects, 16 projects. So not a lot of people have attempted this beautiful work of art, but I don't know. This would be like an unbelievable like hand-me-down, like not hand-me-down. That doesn't, heirloom. That's the word I'm looking for. Like this beautiful piece of art that you created by hand. Like unbelievable. These people are so talented. The next category is just general graphics. So I have a few in here that are basically just like line work patterns, things that are not figures or holiday, like the past categories. So on that note, the only cardigan on this list that I have that I've been eyeing for some time is the Heirloom Quilt Cardigan. This is by Katrin Seeberger. She has made what like a beautiful timeless piece. I love the idea of making quilt blocks out of knit fabric, I guess doing like intarsia, and then you make it block by block and then put it together, I believe. So it looks amazing. Like what a great idea and a cool way to kind of incorporate all these different colors. I like the trim that she adds onto it as well, just to make it like this adorable jacket look. And I think this was having a real big moment last year, and I still have been coveting it and would love to make my own version. Again, not allowed. Can't go too deep. I think she also has a similar hat pattern and book sleeve patterns in her Ravelry offerings if you want to do a little something that looks like a quilt star homage, but you don't want to commit to an entire garment. The next one is the Paul Klee sweater by Midori Hirose. And I know so many people knit the ranunculus. It's always in the top. I have never knit it because it wasn't like really calling to me, but people love that one. So I am more interested in this Paul Klee. I think it's so cool. Like this, a lot of people have photographs of it with like all very different colorways. Some of the models here that have like more of a rainbow colorway is so fun. And then they have more like tonal ones where like the contrast isn't as high. It's like no matter what you do, it is really cool. And she says it's inspired by Paul Klee's paintings. It's a Swiss-German painter, but it's like, I think he had a lot of like graphic shapes in his paintings with bright color. And what a cool like canvas for you to play with different colors that you want to use. Wow. But yeah, also it's a fingering sweater. So yeah, big endeavor. Knit on size 2 needles. I'm talking myself out of it right now. It's so beautiful, but I don't think I have time for a fingering weight sweater right now. I cannot. The next sweater is the Piet sweater by Johanna Garish. And I have had this in my Ravelry favorites for so long. It's so lovely. I love in her color picks for this how it's very like 80s inspired and with like the blue, purple, and hot pink. Like that really strikes my soul. Like I want that so bad. And it is just lovely. And I do think that the idea, I've read about it on her site here, and you like do a striped sweater basically, but you leave like little areas that you're going to go back into to add the vertical stitches after the fact. And that seems like a really cool skill to learn and apply, because then once you're kind of used to that, you could make like a plaid out of anything. You could like incorporate more of this type of like line work into other knits. So I feel like it could be a very cool opportunity to like advance your knitting skills and have a new fun challenge. So love that. She does note that it's an advanced difficulty, which I could see. That's pretty cool. And then in her offerings, she has Piet cardigan and shawl. So if the pullover is not your cup of tea, there's other ones. And that's another painter reference to Piet Mondrian. I noticed that this maker has a lot of men's names as her pattern titles. So I imagine she's doing that in reference to people who have influenced her, and most likely artists who have influenced her. So that's kind of cool. Just kind of give a little reference back. The next pullover on my list is the Ooey Gooey sweater by Andrea Mowry, because I put many different variations of yarn into a cart, out of a cart, into a cart, out of a cart. The people on the other end of that Shopify were probably like, buy something, stop it. But I really just was trying to exercise some discipline and not go all in on the Ooey Gooey sweater because I love it. It looks so beautiful. I love the motif. I love how it's very like slime, like it's very modern, but like drippy lava lamp. It's so cool. Like what a great motif to apply to like all these various offerings. And as Andrea Mowry does, she just made a cowl available a couple weeks ago or a month ago or something, and now the socks are available as of like this week. So not surprised to see that she's offering a wider variety with the motif, so I'm happy to hear that. I'll probably try some socks in the Ooey Gooey. And I did grab a cowl kit from Rhinebeck, so I'm gonna get my fix of this motif without going all in on a sweater quantity of yarn and making another garment. So I feel good about that. I still can have my cake and eat it too a little bit. I can have a taste of the cake. That's what's healthy for me right now. So yeah, love to see that. And the last one I have on the list that I've seen freaking everywhere is the Wave Sweater by Spectacle Strick, Mie Fairing. So this looks so fun, and I love the colors that come up. People did a lot of really like, I feel like the colorways that have come up are very playful, and you can't not be with that type of wave look, but it just really brought me back. It's very like Y2K inspired, and this I would love to make with like some brights. I keep like you know, referencing how I'm really enjoying brights lately, and then I keep showing up in videos with very neutral outfits, but that just speaks to the fact that I need to get some more very bright knits in my wardrobe to reflect how I'm feeling and what I'm into right now. So this creator also makes this pattern available as a cardigan. So again, you have options. So that's a big running theme here, that like a lot of things that I appreciated, the creator made it in a pullover and a cardigan. So that's very frequent. Good for them. That's probably like double the work to create the pattern. I know it is, because you have to make two different entire structures. But yeah, I'm wowed. I'm floored. Love y'all. You're doing such great work. I like, maybe one day I will be able to make a pattern of my own, but in the meantime, I am just in awe and enjoying just taking a look, letting all this beauty wash over me, and feeling very inspired to create. So yeah, I think this has been an exercise for me of an exercise in self-discipline. I hope that you guys had a fun time walking through all of these items that I'm coveting, items that I'm itching to do, but I will not. I have to get through the list of promises I already made to myself. We have to do it. I'm not trying to expand my yarn stash without a reason. So I hope some of y'all can relate. Let me know in the comments if you regularly have to rein yourself in from over purchasing yarn. I feel like that's pretty common. There's a lot of discourse out there about like not having gigantic yarn stashes that we're not using. So I'm very much trying to work with what I have before I go out and buy more. But that doesn't mean that I'm not out here seeing so much creativity and just being like lit up for it. So thank you if you've hung in here with me the whole time. I really appreciate it. And I look forward to doing some more of these pattern roundups with you. Talk to you soon. Bye.